everyone, for this review we have the Marvel Legends Haslab Giant Man. And Giant Man comes in a giant size box. As you can see, there is a tidal wave over here, and that is how large this box is compared to him. So the front has a very nice comic book style look to it. Matter of fact, I think this is an homage to a comic cover from back in the day. Even has a little call out section there. It does say Haslab at the bottom. And then on the top, we've got Avengers 60 Years. On the side, we've got some portraits of all the original Avengers. And we've got the same thing on this side. On the back, this is pretty much like a diorama. So if you wanted to pose your giant man in front of this, you could. That's exactly what this is meant for. And for those who are interested, there is stuff on the bottom. All right. Almost thought that said it came with batteries, but it does not. So let's start opening this guy up. We've got a manual. Beware, it's going to take some effort pulling it out. It's kind of like a vacuum. And here is his figure container. As you see, he is encased in this plastic baggie. His feet are pointed downward in the package. That's interesting. They do have nice thick ratchets. So we had some stuff fall out here. Let's just kind of lean him up against this. So we've got the really creepy grinning head here. Came from the top left. We got his antenna that came from, I said the top left, the top right, the bottom right. And he's got the gritting face up here. And then he's got the zombie face down there. All right. Let's resituate this guy real quick. There's nothing else in here. All right, we're gonna use this as a backdrop. And we're gonna just kind of lean him. He will stand on his own, but this is carpet that I'm on, and instead of trying to mess with this every 5 seconds, I'm just gonna let him lean on this. Here we go. So we'll talk about the antennas real quick. He comes with a pair of white antennas, also a pair of black ones. I think I'm going to give him the black ones for now. And we should twist upward Ooh, might have a little bit of trouble getting these on just because this thing is like very swirly and it takes a moment to figure out where the orientation is. But once you get it there, it's pretty straightforward. And he does come with another pair, and at first glance, you may not realize there's anything different with them, but they're slightly deformed and they have some little pieces missing, and there's a little bit of green paint. So these are the zombie ones. And then with the different faces, the system they've come up with is pretty clever. They have uh, different eyeballs that come with them. So instead of doing it like the Hot Toys style where you'd have like a little tool and you'd have to adjust the eyeballs, they give you basically little eyeball templates. So you can mix and match these. You can take these eyes and put it on any face and vice versa. Uh, even the zombie one, the eyes come out. So if you want to have him like kind of transform it into the zombie, you can, take these eyes out and put them in one of the normal faces. So it looks like, something's wrong with him. So by default, he's got the eyes that are pointing this way. I do like the stoic face. So let's pop the head off. See, it's got this square peg and a square hole that it goes in. And then the face just kind of uh, slides out. It's taking a little bit of work, but actually I got that completely wrong. Probably about to tear this thing up. So you need to basically pull the back of the helmet off. All right. That works a lot better. So that exposes this. And then you can take the faceplate off and start doing different things with it. So I'm going to give him the eyes that are looking forward and give him the stoic face. Actually, these make him look like he's looking down. So I think I've got a mismatched, like I got a set of eyes I don't need. So he came with these eyes that were looking to the right. I've got another set of eyes that are looking to the right. The set I just pulled off are the ones where he's kind of like, looking down. And then you got the zombie eyes that are kind of bloodshot. So I think I got like a bad set. Like I'm missing the straightforward eyes. So I'll reach out to Hasbro about that. So you take this and basically, do the reverse. You want to basically kind of wedge it, wedge the eyebrows in and then push the skull in the back. And then you've got this look. I do kind of like him looking down. I think that is kind of cool because in a display, probably going to have him attacking a lot of small villains. Right. And then I'm going to have him looking up just for camera purposes here. Let's see if I can fix him up a little bit. Kind of wants to lean this way for some reason. I don't know why. Okay. But there you have that. Okay. Hasbro has done a good bit to go over articulation. I'll just make some quick observations. So the head is on, uh, we'll call it a ball joint. It's really a hinge system, but as you saw, there's a hinge at the top. Technically, there is a ball joint at the bottom, so you get a good bit of expression out of the head. You do have butterfly joints for the chest. You've got these disc hinge shoulders. You got bicep. You got double elbow. Really, really, really deep ratchets. All the joints in the hand are articulated. They feel a little weird right now. Might be a good thing to heat them up a little bit before you start moving them. Um, they're pretty rigid right now. Like the joints don't want to move too much, so just be careful. Heat them up before you start doing stuff with them. There's dumbbell to torso, and then there's a hinge at the lower torso to the waist. So there's tons of extreme movement. Disc hinge hips, thigh swivel, double knee, disc hinge ankle with a rocker and a toe articulation. So this guy does it all. And then he doesn't come with this, but Hasbro put out a Ant-Man recently with the same costume, and I definitely say this is a good companion piece to be able to display together to, pretend he grows from normal size to large size. This also gives you a good, scale references to how big this Ant-Man is. Let's show the back real quick. There is a good bit of texture all over him. I don't think there is a place on him that doesn't have some kind of texture. The gloves have simulated rubber. The jumpsuit has a simulated texture. The whatever this is has kind of like a rubber texture. His shorts have texture. Boots are rubbery. There's even like a sculpted zipper on the back. And he does have treads. He does have foot treads. So, they really went all out, which you would imagine they would with something, this big. Okay, and then last, I'm going to show him off with Sentinel. He is not as big as Sentinel. And Sentinel is not as big as Galactus. So this gives you some, idea of how these scale. So, put him in a display with this. He's got, kind of a challenge. And then I think the 97 Sentinel is probably going to be somewhere in between these guys. I think he's going to be a little bit taller than him, but a little bit shorter than him. So just wanted you to be able to see that. All right, so definitely a cool figure. This is, probably something that, you get your Avengers and kind of, have them hanging out with him and form like a big diorama. I think that would be a good way to display them. You can do so much stuff with this. You could have them displayed crouching down, punching at different adversaries. There's just a lot of cool stuff with them that you can do. The size is kind of limiting to where you're going to be able to display him and what you're going to be able to do with him. But if you're a big Avengers fan, this is, this is a must-have. So liking it so far, other than missing a set of eyes. So that's a review. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments. As always, tune into more videos coming up. And if you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you.